I guess it's my turn to ask some questions. Like Greg, I love the book. I'm not quite done it yet, but what really stuck with me is, how you describe the women in your life while you were going through this year, and I loved the granular details because I think that as women we use our senses. We have the ability to go into places, and so we can understand pain and love and fear, I think, in a way that isn't always put on the forefront. Times have changed where feelings and, it just gets pushed aside. But I really appreciated that about your book, especially that you went into the littlest of details to describe some of those connections. So, what about some of the smells? Because I'm curious. I felt like there was different realities. You're at war, but you're thinking of at home. And what were some of the things that you like? Did that transfer at all? Like home cooking or perfume? Um, did did you remember the smells of back home at all?
Of course, I did. And let me just tell you, you said women have more sensual um, outlook, but in Italy, there's an expression per tutti i sensi, which means for all your senses, and men use it more than women. In my hometown, and the idea is that if you have all of your senses going at once, you're in heaven. What you can see, smell, hear, taste, and touch is it's very Italian, but the sensuality, war is sensual. War is, people don't describe it this way, but it's sensual. You feel and smell. So I was so alive in my senses that I had another sixth sense. I was sure of it, and I knew we were going to get hit tonight because I had this other. I would just the way I breathed the air, the way I tasted even the sea rations that we ate, or the way I saw the light, or the way I felt that this is the kind of time like it was 2 nights ago, and I just knew it was coming, and so my senses were alive. I mean, I was hyper vigilant. I still am. I mean, I was like, boom, my eyes were wide open because I was scared to death. And if your eyes are open, your ears are open. And if you taste an apple that they send from a Long Bin on a helicopter, and it's crisp and it's whoa, I never had. Why didn't I appreciate that before? So, and if you hear music, it pops you. And if you smell gunpowder, or see blood dripping, or see the brownness of the blood, if you've come across a corpse but that's been dead for hours, or or taste or touch something, you're aware of it. The small sound of you walking and you have your helmet on, the small sound of a big elephant leaf, those elephant plants and those giant leaves that were as tall as you, and it passes over your helmet. It's a private sound, but you're keenly aware of it, keenly so. And before an explosion, like before a grenade explodes, you become so attuned to it that you can hear the air suck in first. So it's instantaneous, but an explosion before the thing detonates, at the same time it detonates, it's probably like a fraction of a second before a rocket detonates, or a mortar or a hand grenade. It sucks the air. You can feel that. It like sucks the air, and boom, and then it takes the air and then it uses that to boom. And so you become like aware of that in a way that's you're like a lion on the prowl. It's like that. And it's hard to define the height of it. Actually, when I talk about it, I miss it. And I don't mean that like I miss war, but there's something about that. There's something about the danger and the senses and the connection of that's enlivened. And it's unspeakable. It's not right. I can tell you that. It's not right.